Welcome back to the vlog. We are going to be doing some self-care. I did wash my hair last night, which is good because I will be able to take the time to do a full body shower. I'm gonna take my lashes off. I don't think I'm gonna dye my eyebrows tonight. That may come next week sometime. I just don't feel like messing with that tonight. We're gonna take these lashes off, hop in the shower. We're gonna do an everything shower. We're gonna shower, shave, exfoliate my tan off. We're gonna get it out and apply a new self tan, and then just do a little bit of self-care, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. And in the morning, I'm going to get up, shower my tan off, put new lashes on, and then get ready, and then go to therapy. So we're gonna film it all. I'm fresh out of the shower. I scrubbed the tan off. I think there's probably still some left over, but that's okay. I am going to go ahead and let my skin dry off a little bit before I go in with my self tan. And I'm going to take some of my Vaseline lotion and put it on the areas that have been really scary lately, which is like my hands, my elbows, and my feet and my knees. So I just take a little bit of my lotion, go on my hands. I also go a little bit on my wrist too, because my wrists lately have been looking a little scary. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit on my elbow, on my knees, my feet. While my skin is kind of settling down after the shower, I'm just gonna go hang out in the living room and edit a little bit. The boys, Ace and David, are asleep in the living room, so I am going to put a show on and lay in my bed for a little bit. I think my skin is good and ready for me to tan it. The tan that I use is this Pita Jane in Ultra Dark. I get this on Amazon. You can get it on TikTok Shop, but I am weary about buying from TikTok Shop, so I just get mine from Amazon. Two other tanners that are really good too are Coco and Eve. I used to use this religiously, as well as the Tanologist 1 hour tan. I really need to sift through and rotate between these again because I still have a ton of product in these. Should I mix my tan tonight? I think I may try to make up a concoction with my different mousses because this one is almost out. I think that's what we're gonna do tonight. I normally don't do that, but we're gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and work on my legs off camera, and then I will come back and put a tank top on and work on my arms with you guys. What I do is, for my legs, I go from ankles all the way up and work on that. Whatever is left over, I use latex gloves. Whatever is left over, I take a little bit on my latex gloves and go over my feet. I will go over it again with a brush on my feet. This, I feel like, really helps the tan not get super dark on my feet. It helps blend it out a little bit more. Now, last week, if you saw my feet, don't talk about it. This week, we're gonna try to do better. And then I will come back whenever I have a tank top on and we are working on our upper body. I'm really taking my time on my tan tonight because last week it looked a mess, a hot mess. So I do have some pajama pants on. I will show you guys. I finished my legs up. I did end up mixing those two tans. Those are my two favorite tans, so I decided to mix them. And this is the concoction, what it looks like right now. And then I buffed it into my feet really good this time because last week my feet looked scary. Went ahead and also did my chest and I buffed it a little bit into my neck, but I'm gonna show you guys how I do my arms as well as my neck. I also did my back. The back is not my business. So these are the two tanners that I'm mixing tonight, my Peter Jane and my Coco and Eve. So I am just kind of gauging it. However, I'm taking one pump and a half of Coco and Eve and then a little bit of my Peter Jane. And I'm gonna go on the top of my arms. And I just go in, y'all. I do try to make sure I blend it in until it starts drying down because like right now, it's still pretty wet. As y'all can see the line already. I try to make sure that I blend this one a little bit better because there's no tattoos on this one. And as you can see the difference. And I do take it up to my wrist and try to blend it in. Now I'm going to put just a tiny bit on my gloves and go in on my neck and use my brush to blend that out. A small little bit. My chest and my neck are my problem areas. Those do not like to take tan. Trying out different things. Normally I go in with just my gloves on my neck, but tonight I'm going in with my gloves and then I'm gonna go in and buff it out with the blending brush. Now I'm gonna take my brush and just blend it out. I put a little bit of my Peter Jane on here just because my neck does not like taking tan. I'm going with like one extra layer. Leave my face alone tonight. I've been tanning my face, but my skin is not really happy with me right now, so I'm gonna leave my face alone. Now we're gonna work on hands. The hands and feet are always my problem area, like I've been saying. Hands, feet, my neck is just a problem in itself. It's not, I don't think it's anything that I'm doing because I've tried so many different things, but put a tiny bit on my brush, go on my hand. Self tan is on and we're going to let this marinate overnight and then I will come back in the morning and gotta sneeze. And then I will show you guys how it looks tomorrow morning. I decided I'm gonna start sleeping with a braid in my hair. This is what the tan is looking like this morning. I think I did better on my neck and definitely my hands and my feet. They look a little bit more even. This is what we are looking like before the rinse. I am actually going to use our guest bathroom to rinse my tan off because I think I clogged our shower with hair. So gross and I'm so sorry for that TMI, you guys, but I keep it real with y'all and we got to get that shower cleaned up because last night when I was trying to shower there was like this much water in the shower, which is not good. It should not be collecting in the shower. I'm gonna go rinse this tan off in my guest bathroom and then I will come back and start getting ready with you guys. shower and this is what the tan is looking like. Now my neck still looks a little crusty. I think that's just inevitable for my skin. My neck is where my eczema flares up really bad, so I think it's just one of those things. But it will be gone by tomorrow. It's just this first day it sinks into my necklines, and any type of eczema that I thought I didn't have on my neck, it'll accentuate it. I'm gonna show y'all what my legs look like. They're looking so good today, and my feet look so even. I did take my time this time on this tan. Normally I don't, but I wanted to really take my time. And it looks so good. It will darken up just a little bit as the day goes on. So that is always fun because I do end up a little bit darker than what I am when I first get out of the shower after rinsing my tan off. I go put some lashes on and get ready for the day. Lashes are done. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on curling my hair, even though the weather looks like it's supposed to rain and I don't have any more hairspray. That is something I need to grab ASAP. What I may do is put some mousse in my hair and see if that helps with my curls. I'm also gonna take a heat protectant, of course. I'm going to be taking my Kristen S curling wand in the 1-inch barrel. I tried to get with the curling irons with a clamp, but I just couldn't do it. Done with my hair. I'm trying something different with my bangs. I saw somebody say that if you pull your bangs to the front and then curl them, that they'll kind of do more of like the curtain bang that they're supposed to do. I'm not gonna brush out my curls at all. I'm gonna leave them intact until I'm done with my makeup, but I'm gonna go ahead and clip them back while I do my makeup. So I have already moisturized and everything. I actually stopped using a primer on my face. I thought that my primer was breaking me out, so I just quit using it, and now it just became, it's still a little weird to not use a primer, but now it just became a thing. I'm trying to decide what foundation to use today because I'm gonna be out all day. So I'm trying to decide between my Milani or my Maybelline Fit Me. I think the Milani lasts longer, so we're probably gonna go with that today. While I'm getting ready, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my therapy journey because I'm going to therapy today. That's always a part of my self-care. And now she takes my insurance, which is so nice. I've been in therapy for 2 years now. I think this summer it'll be 2 years exactly. But it has been such a game changer in how I cope with things. I have gotten to and my therapist does not judge me. She makes me feel super comfortable telling her literally anything. She knows my personality. She accepts my personality, but she also will hold me accountable whenever I am doing something that I'm not supposed to. I feel like I'm a totally different person after being in therapy. And I honestly trust people more if they've been to therapy than those who say they're not going to go to therapy, because I used to be that person, and I retract my statement. But that was a part of my trauma because I was trying to not open up that can of worms because I didn't want to have to feel any type of feelings. That is something that I've had to learn the past 2 years, is that I don't need to mask my feelings, because I would. If I got into my feels about something, I would not want to feel that. I don't know when exactly it was, but I just all of a sudden started turning off my emotions, which is not good. We have started working on opening back up and sitting in my feelings. She has been forcing me to do that recently. And I will be talking for like 10-15 minutes straight, and then I will stop and she'll just stare at me and wait until I regulate myself. I didn't know what she was doing at first, but I have noticed more recently that it's been helping because I have to sit and think about what I'm feeling in that moment. Yeah, therapy, if you don't go to therapy, I highly suggest it if you're thinking about going to therapy. Now, I will say I got lucky with my therapist. I know some people have horror stories about they have a therapist who does not see them or hear them, and I don't have that issue. Now, I actually did call a therapist before her, and I did like a virtual session, but then I ghosted her because I wasn't ready. That's not okay. Definitely going in person is my way to go because there's nowhere for me to run. Now, I do have to force myself to go, and there have been times where I'm like, I don't think I need to go, but then I don't think there's been a session that I've left and didn't feel fulfilled or feel like I got what I needed out of the session. I also have had people reaching out to me lately asking me who my therapist is, and I don't necessarily know how to respond because it's not a one size fits all, and I know that people want recommendations, but I feel like when it comes to therapy, it really is just personal preference. I found my therapist online. I just one day looked up therapist near me or counseling near me, and I scrolled through and I found one that was like 20 minutes away from me because I didn't really want to go to somebody in town that I live in. So I found one that was 20 minutes away from me, and I looked at a couple different websites, and then this website that I found, I just read through the different therapists. They all had a bio for me to read, and they talked about their life, and they also talked about what they specialized in, and she actually specializes in everything that I'm looking for. I made an appointment, and the first appointment, I literally spilled my guts to her. And ever since then, the rest is history. So when people reach out and ask for my therapist's info, I do send them to a different therapist that I know of because I don't feel comfortable sending people to my therapist, because there have been people that asked me for my therapist that did not have good intentions. And so my therapist would never talk about our sessions. However, that's just me taking control over my boundaries. I just don't feel comfortable sharing that information with people. But I do know a couple other therapists, and there's one in particular that I have been trying to send everybody to. She's super sweet. She's a friend of mine, and so I always send everybody to her. I don't know how to help people find a therapist because, like I said, it's not one size fits all. Did I tell y'all what foundation I used? Took the Milani, and I am in the shade 04 because I just self-tanned. And then now I'm taking the Milani concealer in the shade 120 Light Vanilla. My therapist has helped so many different things. She's helped with my past trauma. She's helped me be better in my marriage. She's also helped me become a better parent. And I've always been very open-minded, and I feel like she has really helped me be even more open-minded, especially with situations that I get into, shown me how to look at it from all angles. She's also helped a lot with my stress and anxiety and how to find ways to manage it better whenever I am feeling anxious. Even my depression, like I know I'm somebody that when they're depressed, I just sleep. I would wake up some days and just want to go back to bed and sleep, and I would go back to bed and sleep, and then I would want to sleep all day, and then I would not be productive, and then I'd be mad at myself because I slept the day away, and then that would just spiral. I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me under my eyes as well as all over my face. But what I do now, instead of feeding into the depression, if I am having a day where I just wake up and just want to go back to bed, instead of feeding into my depression and sleeping all day, what I do now is, a couple weeks ago, I actually felt myself. I woke up and just wanted to lay in bed. Didn't want to get up and do anything. I didn't want to clean the house. So I forced myself to get up and put makeup on, get actually ready for the day. And that was the day that I went and got my Tory Burch wallet. And I felt so much better by just waking up and just getting ready. Not even going shopping, but just getting up and getting out and about. That made me feel so much better. I was only out for a couple hours too. But when I got home that day, I just felt so refreshed. Lately, because of all the traveling I've been having to do, going back and forth to the airport and getting David and everything, I have not been able to stay on top of my house like I like. And I've been trying to do content as well. And so I have just been pulled in so many different ways that I am feeling a little down this weekend. But the house isn't too terrible today. I have been slowly cleaning as the week has gone on, because that's another thing that will throw me into a depression, is when my house is dirty in my mind. To some people, it may not look dirty, but I feel like everything needs to have a place. When it's out of its place, that throws me. That is also something that I'm working in therapy, is that I can't be in control of everything. I'm going to finish my makeup and I'm going to speed it up for you guys and put some music over it. So if you are thinking about getting into therapy, coming from somebody who is against it for the longest time, I definitely recommend it, because I feel like just talking to somebody that's not your family or friends can do wonders, because your family and friends will either be with you or against you, and a therapist is there to help you work through whatever you're going through, instead of just being on your side, because sometimes they won't be on your side, and that is okay. You have to be okay with somebody telling you that you're wrong too. Let's finish up this makeup. This is the fit for today. This top is Hollister, PacSun dad shorts, my Tory Burch sandals that I just got, and then my new bag that I got in the mail yesterday. It is a pre-loved Louis Neverfull in the damier azure. I did not like this print a couple years ago, but I fell in love with it, and now that I have it, especially with the rose ballerine, I'm obsessed. So let's go to therapy. So I did end up getting that cream looking oversized top. I feel like that would be really cute with some dark wash shorts. And then I did end up getting both jumpsuits. They had the brown in my size, but then the black was a size too big, so they are actually ordering it for me. So I think that is it for this little self-care vlog. I did end up treating myself a little bit, so that's always nice. I needed some like nicer clothes, and I saw those jumpsuits on their Facebook page, and so I was like, I need to go see if they have any in store. Those would be so nice for date nights or to get dressed up for something, honestly anything, even a wedding. And I need a little bit more nicer clothes. That is it for this self-care vlog. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know and I can do more of these. It was more than just self-care. I mean, shopping and therapy that's a part of my self-care too. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know and I will do more of these videos for y'all. That's it for this vlog. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.